welcome back to our channel. Today we are covering AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Certification. To find the complete list of questions and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Today's question is, a developer wants to use an Amazon S3 bucket to store application logs that contain sensitive data. Which AWS service or feature should the developer use to restrict read and write access to the S3 bucket? Option A, security groups. Option B, Amazon CloudWatch. Option C, AWS CloudTrail. And option D, ACLs. The correct answer is option C. Next question is, what is the recommended use case for Amazon EC2 on-demand instances? Option A steady state workload that requires a particular EC2 instance configuration for a long period of time. Option B, a workload that can be interrupted for a project that requires the lowest possible cost. Option C, an unpredictable workload that does not require a long-term commitment. And option D, a workload that is expected to run for longer than 1 year. The correct answer is option C. Next question is, a company sets up its AWS environment and creates 8 IAM users for the development team. Which of the following is a best practice for the company to follow to grant permissions to these IAM users? Option A, apply the principle of least privilege, create one password and set the password for each user. Option B, provide the development team members with AWS account root user access. Option C, apply the principle of least privilege, attach a separate IAM policy for each individual user. And option D, apply the principle of least privilege, grant access to an IAM group and add the 8 users so that the group. And the correct answer is option C. Moving to next question. Which of the following is included within the security pillar of the AWS well-architected framework? Option A, identity federation. Option B, data protection. Option C, incident reporting. And option D, disaster recovery. The correct answer is option C. Next question is, a company uses a database that has a simple sign-up page to create users and a basic login form to authenticate users so they can access the database. The company wants to give users the ability to store personal information, but user access must be controlled in a more secure and reliable way. Which AWS service or feature will meet these requirements? Option A, security groups. Option B, Amazon Guard Duty. Option C, AWS Secrets Manager. And option D, Amazon Cognito. The correct answer is option C. Next question is, a user has limited knowledge of AWS service but wants to quickly deploy a scalable Node.js application in the AWS cloud. Which service should be used to deploy the application? Option A, AWS CloudFormation. Option B, AWS Elastic Beanstalk. Option C, Amazon EC2. And option D, AWS OpsWorks. The correct answer is option B. Next question is, an e-commerce company plans to move its data center workload to the AWS cloud to support highly dynamic usage patterns. Which benefits make the AWS cloud cost effective for the migration of this type of workload? Select two options. Option A, reliability. Option B, security. Option C, elasticity. Option D, pay as you go resource pricing. And option E, highly availability. The correct answer is option C and D. Next question is, which AWS service continuously audits AWS resources and enables them to assess overall compliance? Option A, Amazon CloudWatch. Option B, AWS Config. Option C, AWS CloudTrail. And option D, AWS Trusted Advisor. The correct answer is option B. Moving to next question. Which AWS service can run a managed PostgreSQL database that provides online transaction processing? Option A, Amazon DynamoDB. Option B, Amazon Athena. Option C, Amazon RDS. And option D, Amazon EMR. The correct answer is option C. Next question is, a company does not want to rely on elaborate forecasting to determine its usage of compute resources. Instead, the company wants to pay only for the resources that it uses. The company also needs the ability to increase or decrease its resource usage to meet business requirements. Which pillar of the AWS well-architected framework aligns with these requirements? Option A, operational excellence. Option B, security. Option C, reliability. And option D, cost optimization. The correct answer is option A. Moving to next question. A company needs to use SQL syntax to perform a direct query of objects in an Amazon S3 bucket. Which AWS service can the company use to meet this requirement? Option A, AWS Glue. Option B, Amazon Athena. Option C, AWS Lambda. And option D, Amazon Kinesis. The correct answer is option A. Next question is, which of the following are features of network ACLs as they are used to in the AWS cloud? Select two options. Option A, they are stateless. Option B, they are stateful. Option C, they evaluate all rules before allowing traffic. Option D, they process rules in order starting with the lowest numbered rule when deciding whether to allow traffic. And option E, they operate at the instance level. The correct answer is option B and D. Thank you.